Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to my final game for the day, TBCBM versus ToD here on Turtle Rock. Here we have TBCBM spawning as the red undead over here at what I will call the 5 o'clock position. Meanwhile, ToD is spawning as the blue human over here at the 9 o'clock position. Is this the legendary game? I don't know if this is the legendary game. Apparently people are more in the know of some of the history. Some players were saying that ToD accused TBCBM of map hacking, and I don't know if this is necessarily the game. Well, if Jan or ToD wants to reach out to me and let me know, I will definitely listen. But let's see how things are going to be opening up here. Tomb of Relics, Altar of Darkness alongside a Crypt. Crypt should be completed without a problem. Death Knight going up against an Archmage. No big surprises here. Archmage versus Death Knight. Pretty much a classic matchup. 1.29 did very little to change up the human versus undead matchup, even though we do see the occasional paladin first. Paladin first can cause some problems, but the human army doesn't really bode well for a harassment type of strategy. Generally, your heroes need to lead your army extremely effectively. And having a paladin means that, well, your priests are not going to be able to heal nearly as much, and your spellbreakers are not going to have as much mana either. We are going to be looking at ghouls now making their rounds out. Tomb of Relics is now done. Death Knight should make its way down to the south, pick up a Rod of Necromancy, and then perhaps try and kill a number of easy units as it moseys on out. Acolyte now doing a bit of scouting here as well. Archmage is already out onto the field. Should be dropping a Water Elemental to try and clear out this 3-3-2-2 creep camp. Alright, Water Elemental already in position here. Skeletal or Militia taking some axes to the back. Going to be forced to back up here as it is taking far too much damage still. Down to 84 hit points. Is it going to go ahead and retreat now? Archmage does not get... Who got the experience for that? I don't know who actually got the experience. It looks as though the Death Knight did not kill anything. So yeah, the Death Knight may have gotten the main experience there. Meanwhile, Archmage, big with the denial with that fireball as that Death Knight tries to deny once more. Forest Troll gonna go after some units here. Death Knight now coming back the other way. Is it gonna be able to put additional pressure? Rod of Necromancy able to summon up 2 additional units as the Death Knight still wandering back across here. First Ogre was for Acolyte. Alright, Death Knight continuing back across. Yeah, it looked like the Acolyte did get that shot off there. A little bit of luck changing the course of the game as the Archmage is still sitting at level 1, nowhere near level 2, and because of that will not have nearly as much mana as it normally would. We are 3 minutes 30 seconds into this game. The Death Knight could easily try and steal a bit of experience with some death coils, long distance death coils, email or mailing death to try and get some additional experience. Alright, Skeletal Minions are now joining in. Gonna try and put pressure. All of those units are now looking to pull back once more as the Death Knight unable to get a death coil off and finish off any units. Alright, low hit point footman. Archmage gets up to level 2. That camp doesn't give level 2, goes up to 1.7-ish. No, that camp does not give level 2. And it goes up to 1.7. Gets level 2 with the turtles. But I don't believe the Death Knight... The Death Knight didn't kill anything here, and the Death Knight didn't kill anything here. So because of that, that's the reason why I think the Death Knight got an earlier kill steal on a level 3 creep. Archmage now making its way off to the north as we are looking at an expansion attempt. Most likely Militia bringing up the rear once more. And with this, the Archmage is going to have to deal with a harassing Death Knight. Death Knight is going to be causing some problems. You see Footman with the fend already as the engagement is now going on. Archmage looking to pull back. Yeah, 3-3-2-2 creep camps do not give level 2. Meanwhile, though, the Death Knight now with Unholy Aura and a whole bunch of ghouls could cause some serious problems. Ghouls now should be just rushing along inside here. A lot of low hit point units, more militia joining in on the fight. Death Knight could easily get some more death coils off. As you can see, the ghouls are just dealing so much damage across multiple units. All right, meanwhile, at the other end here, Skeletal Minion will get taken down. Ghoul looks like it could get taken down as well. No, going to be going after Militia instead. Just constantly trying to deal damage to the opponent. Militia now being forced to pull back. Death Knight wandering back and forth. The Forest Troll Warlord throwing axes every which way. Low hit point Ghoul gets taken down by a water elemental since it was no longer useful. Alright, Militia continuing to get taken out here one at a time. Low hit point Ghouls perhaps should be microed as one footman or a group of footmen able to finish it off. Alright, Romantic does get up to level 3 here as we're at now the 6 minute, almost the 6 minute mark of this matchup. Level 2 Death Knight. Death Knight now looking to pull back. Forest Troll Warlord is still sitting at 285 hit points as the ghouls are getting saved every little bit. Ghouls also able to take down a number of peasants as the peasants are no longer in that militia form and therefore no longer have that additional armor. On top of that, medium armor means that they take bonus damage not only from the ghouls but those skeletal minions. Ghouls, however, are starting to run low on number as the ghouls will be looking to pull back, but at what cost? What is the actual casualty rate here? That one low hit point skeletal minion could get, or a footman should get taken down. Yeah, there it goes. Trying to finish off some of those units as the Lich now joins in on the fight. We are 6 minutes, 30 seconds into this game. Population count, 28 compared to 34. Romantic with a slight lead. Deathcoil trying to finish off some footmen. And the Archmage being controlled by ToD simply doesn't care. If you are the weakest link, goodbye. 28 supply compared to 34. And that is with the additional supply of the additional supply coming in from the Lich's second hero. So this is a very big discrepancy in terms of overall army power. 28 supply compared to 36, but perhaps there are more militia coming in from ToD, allowing ToD to set up an expansion here in just a little bit. All right, Lich shows up to the party. Is it going to be able to finish off any of these units? Is it going to finish off a footman? Yes, there goes one. Lich may need to back off here. Lich could try and finish off a little bit more units. Death Knight is going to be able to get off a Death Coil. Death Knight, or that one footman, down to 114 hit points as the Archmage also joining in on the fight as well. Lich continuing to lob those attacks. Archmage down to 236 hit points. Is this one footman 83 hit points? It looks like it could get taken down. There it goes as we are looking at additional guard towers still being constructed. Lich in a little bit of trouble, down to 124 hit points. Death Coil does save it, but the Death Knight only sitting at level 2, unable to heal off a good 400 hit points, has to settle for 200 hit points as that Lich was just too far low on life. Skeletal Minion now taking down expansion, about to be up and operational. Guard towers. That Arcane Tower with that feedback is able to finish off those skeletal minions in a very timely manner. Back over here, we are looking at Black Citadel now. Death Knight should be looking to pick up an Orb of Corruption, perhaps give it to the Lich, or just let the Lich buy the pretty item for himself. There is that Orb of Corruption, selling the Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3 as well. Lich is going to get that additional bonus as the Death Knight wants to get to level 3 here too. Death Knight getting to level 3 would be extremely helpful and powerful as the Death Knight at level 3 should be able to, well, heal up significantly the wounds of not only the Lich but the other remaining units. Death Knight, Death Coil, Frost Nova, Archmage down to 89 hit points. Death Knight now down to 53 mana, 57 mana. Obsidian statues trying to provide more mana there. Not going to really be able to work out as the Lich could be in trouble. Lich down to 94, 42, 27. Death Coil not in time as we may see, well, the death of a footman. All right. A death of a footman right here, right now, as the Water Elementals looking to push back against those Obsidian statues. Water Elementals could push up onto their... Hello, I'll just call you Loser. Loser, how you doing? Thanks for tuning into the stream. I'm going to be able to catch the tail end of this, as I think this is my last game. Obsidian Statues now heading back here as the Death Knight, well, was looking to chase into the expansion, not knowing that, well, Destroyers, Ghouls are all here ready to go to try and put pressure on the other side as well. Destroyer pretty much out of mana. Ghouls getting taken out once more. Ghouls are extremely low on hit points. Does that Destroyer have enough mana to perhaps finish off some of these footmen? Perhaps, as the Obsidian Statues are still here as well. Death Coil Archmage down to 21 hit points. That Archmage wants nothing to deal, does not want to deal with any of this at all, as the Ghouls are going to be rushing on inside. All right, guard towers are going to be nearing completion. All of a sudden, 3 additional guard towers completed just in time, as well. That is going to pretty much scare any army from trying to engage. Footmen now taken down there. Overall supply, 48 supply compared to 38. Romantic actually behind in terms of overall supply, even though he has the expansion. Does the Fen deflect obsidian shots too? No, it only defends piercing damage. All right, the Obsidian Statues only deal magic damage. As you see a big Frost Nova go down here. There goes a Footman. There goes one Footman. There goes another. That big -5 armor followed by the attacks from those Destroyers, giving a little bit of a lucky break for Red. Red is still in a good spot to take this game though, as the Death Knight now venturing forward. Our Gargantuan Sea Turtle, no problem getting finished off. Ghouls are here right now. Obsidian Statues also providing a little bit of additional mana. Giant Sea Turtle will get taken out, and finally, this Sea Turtle as well. Crypt Fiends now making their way back down to the south. Sea Turtles are all here in position, ready to go. Footman gonna go ahead and engage, finish off some Ogre Warriors, and look to get to level 4. Red's Undead looking to get to level 4 should be strong enough to make a bit of a play somewhere here. Level 2 Unholy Aura does allow for more regeneration and faster movement speed, something that the Undead needs anyways. However, Romantic, with a very large and prosperous expansion over here at what I'll call the 11 o'clock position, could cause some serious trouble. Archmage looking to finish off these units. There it goes. Tome of Agility +2. Is it going to be picked up? Yes. Archmage gets an additional bit of armor. Meanwhile, back down to the south, Meat Wagons looking to join in on the fight, able to lob in between these two buildings and cause major issues. Lich still continuing to battle it out, looking to finish off some of these Meat Wagons here, and these Meat Wagons may just get taken out faster than you would normally believe. 2 Meat Wagons gonna finish off 1 Arcane Vault here in just a second. There it goes. That the Acolytes trying to come back and repair some of these buildings, as we should be looking at the big Devour Magic there. All right, Militia now looking to pull back here, not controlling all of these units. Death Knight now putting pressure onto the Archmage, as the Archmage does not want to fall. Meat Wagons now heading back over here to the top right. Death Knight looking to continue to chase again. And is that Meat Wagon worth saving? It looks like it was, but we will never ever know how much that one Meat Wagon would have healed. Death Knight, Lich, Meat Wagon now making their rounds out. Level 8 on this Arcane Vault. Short work, quickly finishes it off. Now going after perhaps the main towers right here. That could be a lot of damage once more, as the Undead Army. Where is that Undead Army? Archmage is right here. Undead Army is pretty much nowhere to be found, as the Footmen are now looking to back up again. Skeletal Minions joining on the fight. Are we going to perhaps see some Devour Magic here? No Devour Magic either, as the Water Elemental quickly taken down. Archmage, Panda, wandering around. Yeah, ToD really loving these towers, able to fight defensively with them, and at some point I wouldn't be surprised if he used them offensively as well. Death Knight continuing this battle once more. Meat Wagons now trying to simply run away from these Footmen, as the units are looking to back up here. Death Knight now looking to fight across multiple units to re-establish the lines, but once again the Archmage is going to be forced to use the Scroll of Town Portal a little bit prematurely, as one low hit point peasant was able to get back. Destroyers looking to finish up the remainder of ToD's expansion as the Panda is now being added. Perhaps the Panda or this one building should be focused down significantly more, down to 910 hit points. A Panda is now back out onto the field, and this could spell potential problems as the Meat Wagon takes a breath of fire to the face. All right, Acolytes continuing to battle it out. Low hit point Meat Wagons now trying to make their way back down to 38 supply. There it goes. Another one now shot down. 59 supply compared to 32 Romantic. Even though he has the significantly smaller supply count, I believe he's actually resourced, yes, significantly more, so he hasn't been able to use his units very effectively. All right, Meat Wagon gonna go ahead and get taken down. Nope, actually gonna be repaired, at least for a little while, before the Archmage shows up to try and stop all of that healing action. Frost Nova, however, goes down on the Archmage. That silences the Archmage for a little while. 45 supply compared to 33. All right, units now looking to back up again. Where are they going to be traveling to next? Looks like they're going to be regrouping. Death Knight sitting at level 5. Lich sitting at level 4. I do not see a Dark Ranger in the red army. Meanwhile, Blue, Panda, Archmage, and are we going to be seeing... nope, I'm not 100% sure. During this opportunity, Red using this time that he has been given to try and creep out more and more creep camps. Destroyers now up in the air looking to finish off the remaining units. It looks as though some of the Forest Troll Berserkers will get taken down, thereby dropping a rune of healing and letting all of the units heal to get back up to full strength. All right. What doesn't make sense here? Why wouldn't you just attack this guy? He's already was already slow poisoned as well. Well, Death Knight now humming back off to the north here. Red is here. Red is here, ready to go. Romantic is simply not, as the Archmage still needs to get resurrected. Archmage about 60% of the way out. We can take a look. Also, we are currently at Keep, not yet at Castle. So without Castle, there is no easy way to shut down those enemy's heroes. Spellbreakers continuing to battle it out here. Death Knight is going to be able to death coil any of these units. It looks as though some damage is going to be absorbed here by... well, yeah, some damage will be absorbed right there as the Lich continues to try to battle it out. Death Coil finishes off, I believe that was, yeah, a peasant, as more and more units are just getting finished off here continually. Archmage should be able to hop on out right now. Where is it going to go next as the Archmage tries to death coil this last unit? Panda is in serious trouble. It gets taken out as the Archmage joins out in on the field. If the battle continues the way it's going, the Archmage is going to have a very difficult time trying to win out from this next battle. You can take a look. The Pandarin Brewmaster and the Naga Sea Witch both will not be joining in on the fight, as a massive number of Meat Wagons down here at the south now just simply lobbing attacks against Romantic's main hall. All right, Destroyers are all in position. Lich, Death Knight here, ready to go. Spellbreakers are also here, ready to go, trying to put pressure on to this Undead army. Undead army trying to just get into the right spot and try and push back all of these units here. Death Knight finishes off a couple of peasants as the Spellbreakers are now falling. What is going to be happening next? Spellbreakers trying to head back here. There goes another Spellbreaker, as the Spellbreakers have to also deal with this disease cloud that is in a very, very inopportune spot. Abomination coming back in here from the back, looking to finish off a handful of water elementals. Spellbreakers are just getting absolutely torn apart, as TBC BM looks like he's going to absolutely own ToD in this game right here. Lobbing those attacks. Great Hall nearly destroyed. Down to 91 hit points. One attack, 2, 3. That is it. That is all she wrote, as the Destroyers are going to be here finishing off the main buildings that they can actually reach. Farms now taken down. Guard towers, barracks should be the follow-up next. These units are just attacking from the low ground here to try and force an engagement. But Romantic is not having any of that, as he is now going into Dragonhawk Riders, surprisingly. Dragonhawk Riders, extremely powerful, but I would normally think Griffins would actually be better, except for the fact that they are immune to the Destroyer's attacks. Archmage now in position. It quickly gets webbed down. It's going to quickly get focused off. No webs available onto any of the Destroyers, and Romantic or ToD has to give the GG. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.